Hi, friends. It's Reverend Laurie with Unity of Ocala on this beautiful overcast Friday, June 24th. Can you believe it's almost the end of June? Summertime is in full throttle. It's crazy. So I got to tell you what happened to me yesterday. Had a very busy day working. I've got a guy down at the lot taking care of business, doing things, all kinds of things, errands for my mom. Kind of one of those, barely had time to do my playthings that I like to do in this near retirement age. So I get home, turn on Alexa. Oh no, Alexa, turn off. I can't say her name because she's the only one that responds that quickly to my voice. I love it. Nothing happened. She said, "You are not connected. You are not connected. Try again, try again." Well, I had to get a new router from Spectrum because they are upgrading. I had to take the old one in, the new one in, get all that hooked up to my devices in the house. These electronics, they kind of make me crazy, but I decided, you know what? I can do this. I'm a smart woman. I'm a capable woman. I can do this without calling my grandson or finding a teenager somewhere. I can do this. I could not do that. I went through all that. They have a little booklet. I went online. I'm researching how to connect to the router. Unplugged, plugged in. Did this, did that. Passwords, new password for the new router, old password for the old router, new password for cable, for Spectrum, for router, for Alexa, for Amazon to get into Alexa. That's 5
Are you trying to shop for Alexa?
No, turn off Alexa. She's really attentive. I'm not used to anything being that attentive to me. Anyway, so I call the company and I get this wonderful representative that was so patient. We went through everything. We had to go back to the original settings on this thing, and she had to unplug my old Wi-Fi. I had to go through my phone to plug in my new Wi-Fi to get that set up. She had to share a screen with me so she could see my phone screen and I could see her screen so she could walk me through home and all the little places we had to go to do this and that. It was really, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to get excited about this learning process because I am in university every day of my life. And these fabulous professors are teaching me new things every day. So I'm going to get excited about learning. Well, we got to where you have to enter the new password for Spectrum first and then cable to go into the internet provider. And I wasn't able to enter any password. She said, "That's because we're sharing screens. So I'm going to have to, so I'm losing my lifeguard." She says, "I'm going to have to get out of the share mode, but I will walk you through it. We'll do the whole process." Okay, so she got out. All of that disappeared. No place to enter the password. She said, "Okay, we're going to start over." We went to, now it had already been 45 minutes at this point. She says, "Let's just go back to the very beginning. We're going to get back to that page." So we did. Oh yeah, almost to the page. And guess who got dropped? My representative. Well, by now it's been over an hour and I had to run and meet somebody else. And I thought, I'll handle it when I get back. I'm going to be calm. So sure enough, I got back. I called. I got Linda, totally new, different associate. And we walked through every single thing that I walked through with the first rep. So 35, 40 minutes into it, she said, "Something's wrong. We can't connect this with your phone. We're going to have to use your computer." So I pulled up my computer, my old Mac that I've had forever. We tried everything, could not get Firefox to come out because that's the only one that will work with this particular upgrade. And I said, "Wait, I've got another computer." Thank God and thank you, Unity of Ocala, the one I'm zooming on now. Came back here, went through the whole process again. We are on the phone over an hour and a half at this point, pulling up, disconnecting, pulling up passwords. Doesn't work, doesn't work. Had to reset some things. She was so amazing. She walked me through every little thing, but couldn't see. She's not in my home with me. And I said, "You guys have patience of saints. I mean, I cannot believe that you do this because I know how bad we are in this age range." And she just laughed. She said, "No, I love my job. We had a nice conversation." Anyway, all of a sudden that page came up where I can insert the password. So I'm getting the new passwords in. There's Spectrum, there's the router. And all of a sudden the light comes on And it says to me, you are now in setup mode. She said, quickly, let's get the information in. Got the information in. Asked Alexa, play recent songs. Ta-da! I felt so empowered. And she said, well, thank you for being so good natured. And I said, if this was my husband, you know who would be in the lake, because that stuff drove him crazy. But I said, you know what? I learned a lot. I now know not only how to get into the settings of my phone, which I knew how to do before, but now I know how to wander through and get my phone to do the things I want it to do. But I know how to do her, and I learned a whole bunch of stuff about my computer. I feel so empowered and not defeated by technology. I'm ready to buy a new toy that's going to be tricky to put together. What else? The sky's the limit, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we can do anything. It doesn't matter what new things come along. I hope new things keep coming along. I'm tired of getting so in a rut about certain things that when they change even a little bit, I'm working my Kabbalah tools, not reacting. I'm proactive. I'm absorbing. I know that that was a great lesson for me and everything I learned. And I met Linda, the nicest person who I gave a 5-star review. And I think she should give customer Reverend Laurie a 5-star review too for being such a quick study. Not quick study. But it wasn't all my fault. It was really tricky. I mean, my grandson would have had a difficult time too. It would not have taken him a total of 6 hours, but maybe 30 or 40 minutes. I love this poem. You've probably heard me say it again because it's one of my favorite of hers. Oh, and I met her. We're in conversation online because I saw her page on Facebook and I told her how much I love her and how I read her poetry to my congregation at least twice a month. And she's got 2 more books out. I said, if you're in Central Florida, will you come see us? And she said she would. Wouldn't that be great to have her come and do, ooh, we should have a poetry reading night or something. We'll figure it out. This is called the ecstatic spark. This is what I'm feeling after becoming empowered by electrical equipment. It'll spark you up, darling. Darling, I've seen the hypervigilance of tight reins you use to hold back your frothing soul from racing toward what it loves. And while I understand your hesitation, I pray that this wild-haired universe will grab you close, hold you to her chest, and whisper, life is a brief, ecstatic spark. Darling, fling yourself into the stars. I love that poem. Darling, fling yourself into the stars. It's just an ecstatic spark that can be over at any time. Don't waste it throwing electronics into the lake. I love you. God loves you. Have a fabulous weekend. I will see you next weekend. I will see you next Wednesday.